the hits.
Q100 at 99.7. Back to Bert's Big Adventures Send-Off 2010 from the Sheraton Gateway Hotel, Atlanta Airport.
Well, Stephen Hobson here and I share pain. We share Chargers pain.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's a Chargers fan.
Oh, no, Steven, how you feeling about that?
Hurts. Still hurts, doesn't it?
What?
The Chargers thing still hurts.
Yes.
It never goes away, Stephen. I would tell you right now, start rooting for another team. I've been rooting for him for a long time. It's the first thing that actually caught my eye on the application is that he's a big old Chargers fan. The Hobsons spend a lot of time in San Diego. And Sandra and Jerry are joining us here also. Tell us exactly what Stephen has.
Stephen was born with spina bifida.
Spina bifida, which is what?
And basically it's a neural tubal defect that takes place at birth. I guess I'm not an expert, even though I probably should be, but I guess around the 28th day after conception, when the skin is closing up around the spine, it doesn't fully close on a spina bifida child, so that the spinal cord, the column, is exposed at birth. And majority of the children born with spina bifida will be born with a certain degree of spinal damage, similar to car accidents, people who are in car accidents. So the higher up the damage, the higher the level of disability.
Now, he's in a wheelchair now, but when I came into the hotel last night, he came running up to me and gave me a big old hug, and I'm like, wait a second, wait 1 minute.
It's on the application. He does have mobility. He was very blessed, and he didn't walk until he was 4.
Okay.
And then that was after a lot of therapy, and it was pretty exciting. I think I jumped, 3 feet in the air when I saw him take his first step. It was just amazing. I wasn't expecting it, and
do you think jumping in the air is an appropriate response to someone who just took the first step?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Never mind. Usually I have the families read a letter that they write to their Bert's Big Adventure child at the end of the trip. But Sandra wrote me a letter before the trip started on why she wanted to be selected for Bert's Big Adventure. And in it pretty much tells their story.
Okay.
And it's so well written that doing an interview like this won't be nearly as effective as her reading the letter.
Okay.
So can you do that this morning? Because it was so well written. And I read it again last night, and I'm like, I don't need to talk to them. All she has to do is read the letter.
It was a labor of love, because I wanted to express how badly I felt that my children, my family needed this. But I was trying not to sound pathetic, because it's a pathetic situation. And, I left out, you have no idea how much even was left out.
It could have been 6 pages, huh?
Yeah, because, next thing you know, halfway into it, you'd get out the violins and, the tissues. I don't want to sound pathetic, but it's a sad.
Well, can you read to them what caught my eye initially?
Okay. We said, to whom it may concern, this is your year, Stephen, I told him. You see, Stephen is my 12-year-old son who was born with spina bifida, and this is his year. Never mind the fact that he was born with this condition. Never mind the fact that he can barely walk, and that getting out of bed, putting on his clothes, or even bathing is difficult and time-consuming. It's still going to be his year, because it has to be. It's his turn to finally have life go his way for a change. Never mind the fact that his family had to uproot. I'm sorry, I'm going to cry.
That's all right.
Never mind he had to uproot. He had to leave his childhood home in order for his dad to get a job. Never mind the fact that his entire life was put on hold as his older sister Katie, the one who was there for him the most, struggled with a life-threatening disease that was discovered only 2 years ago. Things weren't going his way as he watched her practically lose her kidneys, her energy, and all her hair, thanks to a round of chemo treatment. Never mind the fact that despite his age and disability, he towers over most kids his age, yet he identifies best with a 7 or 8-year-old. He wants to hang out and be accepted by the kids his age, but somehow they know he's different. This is because he was born with hydrocephalus, which is people call it water on the brain. He's had some mental and emotional setbacks. Stephen Hobson, just where does he fit in? He can't quite walk or run as fast as his peers, yet he can't seem to keep up with the boys in his chairs. His dreams at night is that someday he could play for the San Diego Chargers. Despite everything, this is still his year. This is his year because he realized he would never play football, so he signed up for wheelchair basketball, and now there's a spark in his eyes when he makes a basket. This is his year that the Suburban that transported his wheelchair broke down and couldn't be fixed. So his dad sold it for scrap and used the money to buy tickets to the preseason opener of the Chargers versus the Falcons.
Sweet.
The look on his
That's
face when we gave him those tickets was worth every penny.
That's awesome.
You just can't imagine what his face did when he
That's
got
awesome.
that. It was almost like when we told him about the Bert's Big Adventure
Yeah,
trip.
right. we lost that game, didn't we, Steve?
Yeah.
We did.
This is the year that his parents sacrificed a little bit more and bought him a ticket to go see the NASCAR. And again, that was another dream come true. This is the year that his mom, while driving her husband to the MARTA station, listened to the Bert Show and found another way to make it his year. A trip to Disney World would be another impossible dream. Please help us make it come true. Thank you so much.
And that pretty much tells a story there. And I'm like,
amazing
okay.
letter. That is amazing.
I'm not supposed to be swayed by letters on these applications, but I'll tell you, I was pretty swayed.
You're swayed by the Chargers loyalty.
Yeah, that was
Chargers.
probably
Really, I think that's what it is.
All you had to do is put the Chargers logo on a piece of paper, and I would
It would have really made his year had they won.
Yeah, you and me both. That would have been my big adventure.
But they'll be always next to you. So.
I've been saying that for a lot of years,
That's
Stephen.
right.
I had your attitude at one point.
He is not losing faith.
That's right.
No. He's a
Keep it
real
up for both
fan,
of us.
a true fan.
Yeah.
You're a NASCAR fan also, I understand.
Yes, a Jimmy Johnson fan.
Jimmy Johnson
All right.
fan.
All right.
You know, Melissa was
Nice.
just down at Daytona.
That's right. Just went to the Daytona 500. Got to see what now, of course, our driver's little league, Dale Earnhardt Jr., but Jimmy Johnson, I mean, you talk about a fan base and the fact that he's going for, what is the fourth or fifth championship? So he's one of the most popular drivers in NASCAR.
Have you ever been on down to pit row?
What?
Have you ever been on pit row have you ever been to a NASCAR race?
Yes, I have, but not. Not in the pits.
Not in the pits.
No,
So you've
never.
never been up close to the cars? All right, we're going to make that happen this morning. Come on.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, come on.
Follow Bert. Charger after charger.
Let's go.
He's like, oh,
Part of Bert's
he
Big
said, "You don't
Adventure
have
is
to tell me
making magic
twice."
happen. What we have back here for you, now it's not Jimmy Johnson, and he's my boy also because he's from San Diego, but Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Amp Energy Chevrolet, and thanks to Speedway Children's Charities, Amp Energy and Vivid Marketing, we've got a NASCAR back here.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this.
Wow.
We've got a real,
That is so
a real NASCAR from Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Awesome.
Where's Katie? Katie's like, wait a second.
Get up as close as you want to that thing.
He's not listening.
It is the 88 car, and it is beautiful. It is, it's legitimately his car right there, man.
Oh my god.
It says National Guard on the side. It's green and white. It's got the AMP logo on the front. It's a real NASCAR. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s NASCAR is here at Bert's Big Adventure, and Steven is up at it right now checking it out.
That is so cool.
How cool is that, man?
It's now Kitty Joe's Big Adventure.
So much.
So sweet.
All right.
Cute.
Now, the last couple of times I came out here, we gave away a wedding and we gave away a van. I can't give you Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car. I'm afraid we couldn't pull that off, but you can hang out, do whatever you want in it or around it for the next hour and a half before we take off for Bert's Big Adventure. You guys got to check out these pictures online. He can't believe it. That's Dale Jr.'s car right here.
That's awesome.
I don't think the entire Bert's Big Adventure can believe it, Bert, because the whole room
The
has
whole room is
cleared out.
The room left.
Everybody is gone.
Is that unbelievable? So he's got his head in it right now, and he's checking the whole thing out, and he'll be able to get in it if he wants, and just be close to a NASCAR because he's a big old NASCAR fan.
That's incredible.
How cool is that? Did you guys go out there and check that thing
That
out?
is so cool.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. So cool.
He's probably going to end up hanging out here.
Empty.
I know.
Yeah,
we
the
emptied
entire
out half
room,
of the
no
room
one
here.
emptied out.
Everybody's
Everybody's
outside.
Dale Jr., I'm going outside.
Lily.
All right, more from Bert's Big Adventure 2010, the send-off coming up next on Q100.